Mayor Gunter if he would please lead us to the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Joe. Okay, we have one item of old business having to do with the FORA Region Authority Election Services. We will be reviewing the executed agreement with Steve Churchwell White LLP to provide legal consulting services for anticipated ballot measures, and looking at the staff recommendation to approve the agreement with the County of Monterey to perform verification of signatures for anticipated ballot measures, and staff recommendation to adopt resolution assigning the County of Monterey as FORA's agent for verification of signatures for anticipated ballot measures, and authorizing the executive officer to execute a future contract with the appropriate entity to conduct an election as needed. Michael? Sure. Okay. Let's have a roll call, please. I'm trying to go through this as quick as we possibly can. We had a quorum.
City of Carmel by the Sea, Councilmember Beach. City of Delray Oaks, Chair Elin.
Here.
City of Marina, Mayor Pro Tem O'Connell.
Here.
City of Monterey, Councilmember Selfridge. Monterey County Supervisor Potter.
Here.
Monterey County Supervisor Salinas.
Here.
Monterey County Supervisor Parker. City of Pacific Grove, Councilmember Cuneo.
Here.
City of Salinas, Mayor Gunter.
Here.
City of San City, Mayor Pendergrass.
Here.
City of Seaside, Mayor Rubio.
Here.
City of Seaside, Mayor Pro Tem Oglesby. 20th Congressional District, Congressman Farr. 17th State Senate District, Nicole Charles.
Here.
29th State Assembly District, Assemblymember Stone. University of California, Graham Bice.
Here.
California State University, Eduardo Ochoa. Monterey Peninsula College, Walter Tribley. Monterey Peninsula Unified School District, Marilyn Shepard. Monterey Salinas Transit, Hunter Harvath. Transportation Agency of Monterey County, Debbie Hale. United States Army, Colonel Clark. Fort Worth BRAC Office, Lyle Shurtleff.
Here.
Marina Coast Water District, Director Moore.
Here.
Chair Elin, you have a quorum.
Thank you, Lena. Michael, you want to go through the old business?
Yes, first, Chair Elin, members of the board, you have before you an executed agreement with Steve Churchwell. Mr. Churchwell is with the firm in Sacramento that's providing legal consulting services for the anticipated ballot measures. We still have one to validate signatures and another that still will be submitted. That contract is being provided since the authorization to move ahead. This occurred in closed session. You're now being provided a copy of the contract according to your instructions. Item 2 is an action item, which is to approve an agreement with the County of Monterey to perform verification of signatures for the anticipated ballot measures. There is a scope of work, there is a proposed contract agreement with the County of Monterey. The proposed contract agreement has been forwarded to the county for their review. This will take a county action, and we are required to do this now so that the county can take follow-up action prospectively, I believe, next week. And that contract was forwarded to us by the county, has some adjustments that were made by our council on your behalf. Chair Elin, we request an action on this item. Third item is a resolution that formally assigns to the County of Monterey FORA's obligations and responsibilities for this verification, although we retain the final responsibility for certification according to state law. And our council has suggested the language that you see in the resolution. You have before you a modified resolution that adds a single word in the actions, in the findings by the board under number 2. The word "and" is now included under "and/or," and a new number 3 in which Council Churchwell has suggested, with the confirmation of Authority Council John Giffen, to add a sentence: "In all particulars not recited in this resolution, any election shall be held and conducted as provided by law for holding special district initiative elections." Chair Elin, that's my report.
Any questions by board members?
Mr. Chair, I just have a question. I don't know the answer at this moment or not, but I think it is something that we're all curious as to, and that is, what is the deadline for submittal of signatures? John, I don't know if you have that answer. You may have to defer to Mr. Churchwell, but I think the sooner we do that, the better we'd be.
We are going to get a timeline by tomorrow, of exactly what deadlines need to be met by the petitioners of the first petition, and we'll take a look at that and make it available to the board at the very least.
I appreciate that. Any other questions by board members? Seeing none out to the public, any questions by members of the public? Yes, sir, please come forward.
My name's John Hutcherson. I'm from Monterey, and I just wonder, when you say the county of Monterey will be in charge of this vote, Monterey County is more than a place. Is there a department, or who will be doing this?
Do you have any other questions, sir?
Oh, okay. Then, who has charge of the petitions? Whose hand are they in? And who's verifying their safe transfer to the offices of this county department that I don't know what it is?
Thank you, sir. Okay, let's, any other public speakers?
Yvonne Stone, FORA of Environmental Justice. I witnessed people standing on the corner in Seaside, Monterey, Salinas, and spoke to them and found out that none of them lived here, with opposing information that was not clear what was happening. And I don't know why we will spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to vote on something that the local people here was not really involved in and was not really clear about, and have not, for the most part, been informed, or their information not even presented on what is happening here.
Thank you, ma'am. Any other members of the public wishing to address the board? Okay, seeing none, public comment period is closed. Michael, would you answer the question?
Yes, the first question has to do who in the county, and if the board members will note, on the very first page of the agreement with the county, it specifies that the registrar of voters will be doing the verification validation signatures. Also, it is the question focused on the maintaining the security of the petitions that have been executed or signed and submitted. We have those under lock and key at the Fort Ord Reeves Authority. We are ensuring that they are secure. They will be transported by FORA and delivered directly to the registrar of voters under secure means.
Thank you, Michael. Okay, we have 3A1 is information item. If I could have a motion to receive the report, please. Okay, we have a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Frank O'Connell and a second by Mayor Gunter. Any discussion on the motion? Saying none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Okay, next we have 3A2. It's an action item. I'd entertain a motion there. Okay, we have a motion by Supervisor Potter to approve agreement with the County of Monterey to perform verification of signatures for anticipated ballot measures, and the second was from, Mayor Rubio. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Thank you very much. And finally, entertain a motion on the third, 3A3. Okay, that would be, Supervisor Salinas was the motion maker, and Mayor Rubio is the second. You'd like to make a comment?
Well, it's actually a question on item 3 on the back of the resolution. It says provided by law for holding special district initiative elections. Are we considered a special district for this item?
Yes.
Any discussion on the motion? Yes, please.
General procedural question. Have we
the lawyer would have told us, adequately asked for public input on each of these steps. We're done, we're blanket, okay. Don't want to go back, that's all.
Smart woman. Okay, any other discussion on the motion? Okay, all in favor, signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carried unanimously. Thank you very much. Board, I appreciate it very much. Next, we have the public comment period. Any member of the public may address the board on any item not on the agenda. You'll have 3 minutes. Any member of the public wishing to address the board?
Yvonne Stone, FORA Environmental Justice Network. I'm talking about the fact that resource funds, the diversifying support for parks and recreation. In 2002, California voters passed Proposition 40, and at that time, the largest resource fund in the United States history, which provided $2.6 billion for parks, clean water, and clean air. And it was Proposition 40, passed with the support of 77% of black voters, 74% of Latino voters, 60% of Asian voters, and 56% of non-Hispanic white voters. 75% of the Latino voters, 75% of the voters with an annual family income below $20,000 and 61% with a high school diploma or less supported Proposition 40, the highest among any income or education levels. Proposition 40 demolished the myth that a healthy environment is a luxury that communities of color, low-income communities cannot afford or are not willing to pay for. Yet and still, these are the very same people that are not included in what is happening here at Fort Ord. In this open space and all of this is to serve a single, mostly group of people. And I have documentation here about how many families or people of color use the park services, are hired in the park services, and who really have access. And I know you're talking about the corridor and all that kind of stuff, but with the income levels that people have, they don't even have time to take advantage of these services, and it's all over the state of California, and especially with what is happening here now at Fort Ord. The consideration needs to be accounted for, and I hope that is going to be taken into consideration. We are no longer going to be just sitting down and looking at all these decisions being made, and you're not even looking at or listening to what we're saying, because I don't even hear any responses that are saying this is going to change.
Thank you, ma'am. Any other member of the public wishing to address the board? Seeing none, public comment period is closed. Any items for the members? I would like to thank everybody for showing up here for the special elections, lasting less than 15 minutes. In some cases, you drove close to an hour to get out of here. But your dedication to get out here and ensure that we don't delay this election process is very much appreciated, and it reflects on your professionalism. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we are adjourned.